Hey everybody, and welcome back to this segment of the TweetSpinner tutorials. This section we're going to be covering the smart tweets, as you can see right here. So let me go ahead and zoom this in. Alright, so the definition of smart tweets. I'll actually show you a couple here. You may add and schedule tweets. You can create rules-based smart tweets with TweetScript, which I'll be going over. It shows you how, but I'll be discussing that further here in just a moment. You may not use this feature to spam Twitter. So make sure that you read the rules of the road and know exactly what you can and cannot do. So that's going to be extremely important to follow those guidelines and instructions. So don't forget to do that. Alright, so first off, I'm just going to start here and kind of describe and tell you exactly what a smart tweet is. So just to summarize and kind of give you a brief description of a smart tweet, it allows you to program Twitter to cycle through unique tweets each and every time. So in other words, Twitter will not allow you to constantly tweet the same thing over and over. So not only that, but your followers don't want to see the same things over and over and over. So this part of the TweetSpinner program allows you to make and create unique and customized tweets each and every time. So the nice thing about this is it only allows you to do 50 tweets, 50 smart tweets at a time, but in essence it's thousands and thousands of combinations because, which I'll go into here in just a moment, but the more unique tweets that you create, the less of a chance there is to be a repeat tweet. So let me start to explain this now. Here's the very first one that we've got scheduled and that's going and cycling through. So you may have seen some variation of this by being one of our Twitter followers, but who knows, there's so many different ones that it's hard to say. Plus, we do definitely try to change them up as much as possible and to give our followers more insight with regards to business and tips how to grow your business and different products and services within our website. Kind of going back to what I talked about in the previous section when you were able to rotate your profile was this gives you the opportunity to create those tweets that are going to pay you money. And what I mean by that, going back to the last section, is the affiliate marketing, and I'll show you some of those here in just a moment. Alright, so number one, ask yourself, what is the and you see these brackets, says what is the market size of product or service your brackets going after. So here's the part that's going to take some explanation, but I'll go back to this in just a second. You have a 140 character limit. So this right here tells you that you have 84 out of 140 characters available. And one thing I want to emphasize is you want to keep some wiggle room, because each of these unique tweets that we have programmed may or may not be a part of a sentence, a link to a website, or something like that. So you have to make sure there's enough room to be able to fit it. And we've had this one tweet a total of 85 times throughout the cycling. So 85 total. That's counting each and every unique tweet that again I'll cover here in just a second. If you see here, you can preview this dynamic tweet. I'll show you that in a second as well. I'll come back to this. Let's say that because I want to show you something else first. You can edit it here. You can individually schedule this tweet. You can tweet it right this very second, or you can even delete it. So what I want to talk about first is what exactly is a dynamic or unique tweet. And how does it work? So we have the keywords market size. So here's the part where you're going to be able to create and edit those lists, and you'll see here in just a moment how in depth and how much it's actually going to show. So I clicked on that. Let me just zoom out here and go to the bottom, and all it will have done is populated this drop down of the list that we've made. So let me go back up real quick, and the keyword that we need to look for is going to be market size. So go all the way down, as you already saw the zoomed out portion of it. Alright, so market size is right here. So scroll it over just a little bit. I'm going to have to go out. Okay, we have market size. Alright, so we have a total of 6 entries. Let me zoom that back in. 6 entries. You can edit or delete it. So we're going to edit it so I can show you exactly what it means. Alright, so the list name is right here, market size. And the nice thing is, when you start typing, let's pretend there wasn't something there. Let me just, as soon as you start typing, it'll populate all the different lists that you've already got. So the ones, so that way it's easier to keep track of. You won't accidentally do the same one or duplicate the same one. You'll see market size, marketing, marketplace. So that's 3 of the different ones that we've had in our list here of different unique tweets. So the only challenge or the thing that you have to be mindful of is that you only have a limited number of keywords that you'll be able to do. So you have to either use the same ones more than once, or you'll just have to constantly create new ones and be creative in that sense too. So now, as you can see from going back, let me go back up here and show you. Let me read this one more time to you. Ask yourself, what is the market size of a product or service you are going after? So as you can see from our list, we used market size as one of the keywords, which is by far the best way to do it, because each one of these are going to be different, and that's just the easiest way to create one of those lists there. So we're going to say market size, demand, outlook, supply, cost, and risk. Now, if you were to tie each one of these into that, each one of those will make perfect sense. So if you are having trouble trying to decide what words or phrases or keywords, obviously, to put in there, I would just recommend to use a thesaurus. The best website and the easiest one to remember is thesaurus.com. That's also related to dictionary.com, and that will give you those different variations of the same thing. It's called a synonym if you don't already know that. So as you can see here, it tells you 1 entry per line. So that's the only limitation, is whatever you can fit on this whole white space here without going to the next line. So just keep mind of that too. So we're going to save this list, and then as you can see, we have ours completely filled up already, but we're going to go back up to the top, and I'm just going to show you quickly the same thing is what we did after going after. So let me just quickly scroll going after to here. Alright, where is that one? Probably past it. There it is. Alright, so click on it. Oops. Alright, so we have 4 entries in this one. We have going after, pursuing, thinking about, passionate about. So you can have as little as you need, but I would recommend to not do less than 3 or 4, and then, you know, I have the max on mine. I see 12 as the max here. So, 20. So you can have as many as 20 if you really need to, and that's just going to give you more variations and more unique tweets anyway. So what is the one that's 20 anyways? Let me just look at that. It's the word serve. So these are all the different ones that we've created for one of the unique tweets. Oh, I just saw something that needs to be updated right there actually. that name was a name we used to use, and we don't want to be advertising that. That was a previous name, so we want to make sure we update that. That is actually one important reminder, is to go back and audit yourself every now and again, just to make sure that no information is outdated. So, okay, I'm going to pause on that for just a moment, and I'll see you on the next slide here.